Ship number 1 is the Fairy Moth. It is piloted by Mirwin. It is a squid. We have a Gatling front, Banshee side, and a mine launcher back. Ship number 2 is the Narwhal. It is a Hwacha fish piloted by Captain Scrowbeard. It's got a Hwacha front with a Gatling and a Caro on the sides. Take it away.
I just quickly had to announce the lobby timer started.
No problem.
Okay, for the, I'm just going to call them the riders, we have the Sorrow captained by Sphinx. It's a Hwacha fish packing a Gatling gun and a carronade on its sides. They're being assisted by the Liblik cutter, piloted by Luasi. It's a Mobula with a Hades on top, Banshee flare on the sides, and on the side an Artemis and a Gatling gun.
Alright, there we go. As the match is underway, we got flares going out from the Lib Cutter. And of course, the riders seem to know exactly who's streaming this match. We always salute flares. 07 for flares. Flares going out. Looks like they have a general idea of where the red side is at this point. East Chaladon Trading Company appears to be coming through the middle here, or at least they seem to be parked in the canyon itself. Looks like they're looking for an approach angle. They're kind of sitting back right now, thinking about how to play this out as the Narwhal is catching up to the squid. Looks like they're going to go down the... looks like they're planning on going down the west line at this point. They're going to go down the B line. Meanwhile, the riders are expecting maybe they might be going down the middle, maybe down the E line. They seem to be positioned in that general direction. Meanwhile, the squid's peeking out a little bit here, see if he can find anything, if they're waiting for him over there. Looks like that is not the case right now. They're not waiting for him over there, so they definitely see all is clear right now as the squid moves up. Meanwhile, we got ships turning and looking for each other. No spots just yet. But let's kind of talk real quick about the Lib Cutter right now. So Mobulas, of course, on this map, a lot of people associate Mobulas with much more longer range type of combat, or in some cases mid-range combat, depending on the map. However, Lib Cutter is bringing a Hades Mobula, and let's talk about the effectiveness of that ship, and of course the potential for weaknesses on a map like this, Canyon Ambush.
I personally think that it could be a very effective ship to bring, especially when you bring a Hwacha fish to back it up. Like the moment they're gonna try to threaten that Mobula, the Hwacha fish will pull in, get one disable off and start fighting the other ship. Well, the Mobula falls back and can resume its long-range combat. Although inside the canyon they can be vulnerable to flank attacks, since a Mobula doesn't want to get anyone behind them. But it's definitely an interesting choice.
Yeah, and if they stay in the spawn, they should be okay, because then they have plenty of room to maneuver and whatnot, as the squid looks like they're peeking out right there to get some spots. However, they themselves get spotted without picking up any spots themselves, so unfortunately, a little bit of bad luck. However, it looks like shots are coming out from the Lib Cutter, so they should have a general idea of where they are, and in fact, there's the spot. So the Narwhal knows where the Mobula is, and by proxy, they probably have a pretty good idea of where that fish is as well. In fact, they do know where the fish is now. So
yeah,
both, so both rider ships have been spotted, both Kaktuskumpelz ships have been spotted. However, Narwhal is still an unknown to the Kaktuskumpelz team. However, here we go. They know. Yeah, here we go. Looks like the ambush has been busted. However, Hwachas are going out as the Narwhal is the first hull break of SCS number 108. Here we go, action hard and heavy right now as the Fairy Moth comes in, putting some gat down on the Sorrow. Meanwhile, Hades coming out on the Narwhal. Looks like the targets are going to be the fish on each side right now. Banshee's
yeah, if I was a squid, I would go for the Mobula straight away to make sure that the goldfish wouldn't be able to go after their own goldfish. It's the moment you allow the other to like make the game, you don't want to give them the initiative.
Definitely, and looks like the Narwhal's getting pushed back. That means the squid, oh, point blank on the squid. Watch it coming out. However, not picking up enough side engines right there. Oh, no, actually, they do pick up all the side engines. That Moth is a sitting duck right now with no engines, and it looks like they might be tanking the hull right here, down to about 65% permahull right there as the Sorrow is moving in. Looks like the Kaktuskumpelz is smelling blood right here. Narwhal is not in a position to assist as they have been hull broken and engine broken once again. That balloon is at low health. They are literally a sitting duck at this point. Sorrow moving in. Looks like they are looking to get first blood right here. They are dangerously close to environment as well. Sorrow gets a bump right there. Bad luck. No No break on the hull right there as the Narwhal comes in to break off the Lib Cutter. We got a couple 1v1s right here. Fairy Moth needs to be very, very, very careful right here as lining up the Goomba right here. They've got the Goomba lined up. Oh, not quite getting the kill right there. Oh, but they do get the kill with the Watcha. They do pick it up 1-0 in favor of Kaktuskumpelz. Kaktuskumpelz is going to pick up the tiebreaker here. That means that if there is a tie, do remember, there is a tie. That means that Kaktuskumpelz does win the match. So basically, the red side, East Chaladon Trading Company, needs to outright win the match in order to pick up the win. Meanwhile, Narwhal is engaged in a very, very close quarters combat with the Lib Cutter. However, the Sorrow is trying to make best speed to assist their ally. Narwhal, however, is effectively caught in no man's land right here. They are caught with their back towards the enemy spawn, as there's the hull break right there on the Narwhal. This could spell doom. This could spell doom for the Narwhal. Artemis coming out. No guns left on the Narwhal. Two engines still up and no balloon. Almost no balloon right there. I would say this could spell the end of the Narwhal any second. Flare comes out just to make sure he has nowhere to run. Possible ram coming out for the Sorrow. There is the ram that picks up the balloon. There goes the armor. Almost explosion time, folks, as there goes the armor. No, armor comes back up.
Does come in on the Mobula now. No, wait, the Mobula managed to turn in time.
Yes, he does, however...
Heavy fire to the squid as well.
Yes, however, here comes the kill on the Narwhal. There it is. A beautiful job just guiding him down into the ground. 2-0 in favor of Kaktuskumpelz. Meanwhile, the Fairy Moth has decided it's time to exit stage right. Not a bad idea right there. No perma-hull damage on the Fairy Moth, so getting in, hoping to pick up maybe some cheap perma, not doing so, and deciding to cut its losses. Smart move. Lib Cutter is giving a little bit of chase. They're going to be content to try to snipe and pick up some cheap perma. They're not going to be able to do that, though. So, Squid escapes with no damage. However, keep an eye on the Sorrow here. Keep a close eye on the Sorrow. He's getting very aggressive in the canyon. Is he looking to maybe cut off the Fairy Moth before his ally comes in? It looks like that's what he's looking to do. And in fact, he does. He does cut off the Fairy Moth. He does cut him off, but does not pick up engines. Narwhal, however, coming in. This could backfire on the Sorrow if the Lib Cutter does not get into position in time. However, he will be in position in time, going over the top of the canyon.
Yeah, these guys are not going to overextend themselves.
Definitely not. Not a team like that.
Full in the open. Full target by the Mobula. They need to get them the hard cover immediately.
Indeed, and the Mobula is also in a very good position because they don't really have the option to be flanked with their current positioning. However, the East Chaladon Trading Company does have an option to basically double flank the Sorrow. They need to be very careful with that Sorrow if they basically go in around the corner. However, it looks like they're content to go for 1v1s right now. It looks like the Narwhal is looking to... looks like they're looking to disable the Sorrow before they get the Fairy Moth in on the Lib Cutter to make sure that they don't get disabled.
The Sorrow does back down on the Fairy Moth now.
Indeed, some Banshees coming out, and there's the Watcha. This could be a big mistake here. 3 engines go down. 3 engines go down on the Fairy Moth. Not what they were looking for. Never, ever, ever turn your back to a Watcha fish when they're primed to shoot.
Even from the front, it will take everything out in the squid.
Absolutely.
It's a squid's worst nightmare to face a Watcha fish, especially in canyon ambush.
Indeed, and there's a hull break on the Fairy Moth here as the Sorrow is basically stuck to the Fairy Moth like glue. He is making sure he does not get out of this alive here. And there is the hull break. There's a ram picking up some more perma-hull damage. Fairy Moth is all but dead at this point, lining up the Goomba. This is Goomba lined up. No, he's not going to get the Goomba. Actually,
just crashed into a rock.
Yeah, just crashed into a rock. 3-0 in favor of Kaktuskumpelz. But they had it lined up, except until they backed up, and it looks like maybe they were lining it up to get the Watcha in case they got those engines back up, which is a smart move right there. Sometimes there's a time and place for style points, and there's a time to make sure you secure that kill, and that looks like that's what the Sorrow was looking for. Meanwhile, that Mobula is looking to put a hull break on the Narwhal. In fact, they do. They get a hull break on the Narwhal. Watch comes out at just the right time, picking up about 50% perma. However, that hull comes back up, and Narwhal pretty much is dead to rights here. In fact, I would think at the next hull break, they are dead. There's the hull break right there. That Watch is coming. Nope, that Watch is not needed as the Lib Cutter picks up the kill. 4-0 in favor of Kaktuskumpelz. That means that the East Chaladon Trading Company needs to go with a clean 5-0 if they want to advance into the next round. Otherwise, they will be in our next match here today.
Yeah, this looks kind of bad for them. They haven't done any perma-hull on any of the blue ships.
Not at all. Yeah, this is a bad spot for them, especially when Lib Cutter is basically preventing the Chaladon squid from getting any attack angle on them whatsoever, forcing the engagement on the Sorrow. Basically, Kaktuskumpelz is dictating the rules of engagement right now, saying, you know what, if you want to get to our Mobula, you got to take out our goldfish first. Smart plan right now, especially in the canyon. Meanwhile, Chaladon Trading Company appears to be trying to put together a new plan. They are not looking to go into the canyon just yet. Not looking very good for them right now, even though everybody's factory fresh. You know, like I said before, in fact, they are spotted. However, they have a pretty good idea of where the enemy is. Oh, Narwhal, unfortunately, going in way ahead of their ally here.
Oh, that could be the end, folks.
Yeah, this could be the end right here. I'm thinking this is going to be GG right here. Narwhal's already hull broken. Meanwhile, the Fairy Moth comes in. In fact, are they going to go for the fish right here? Looks like fish may be the target. No, they're going to go for the squid. Here comes the squid. Do not be surprised if the Live Cutter dives down and goes for the squid. However, oh, bad luck right there by the Sorrow not picking up engines.
Hull break on the lip. Okay, this does sound out a bit more interesting than I would thought. They actually managed to get some perma done.
Indeed they did. That was some gap perma right there as the Hwacha comes out. Gets some, not the disables they were looking for, though. They only pick up the beacon and one side engine. No other guns go down on the... Oh, no, actually, no, they did take up quite a bit of guns there. My bad. As the hull break comes out right there. And the Fairy Moth looking to do a good tar right there. Actually, no, not quite a great tar. Yes, that's a good tar right there.
Yeah,
he does pick up the block on the Sorrow. If he tries to push through, he's going to get broken here. In fact, there go the brakes right there. Balloon broken. That's a good thing right there for the squid. Meanwhile, they're counting on the Narwhal to pick up this kill. Squid is going to be out of action for maybe 5 seconds more. Narwhal not in a position to capitalize.
Yeah, if Balloon now focuses on the Narwhal, they can finish the match pretty much.
No, they're probably going to go for the squid. They're going to go for the squid. Yes, they are. And the Hwacha misses, though. The Hwacha misses, so that opens the door here for the Chaladon Trading Company. Maybe they pick up a kill here. Squid, however, looks like they're going to... No, they're not looking to engage just yet. They're happily keeping their distance. Could they have seen something with this Kaktuskumpelz team? Are they looking to turn this into a mid-range Hwacha sniping contest? However, there's a break.
Right now, seems... Oh, break on the Sorrow. Good Banshee going out there.
Oh, good Hydro there by the Fairy Moth, escaping that close-range Hwacha. Good job saving the match.
Yeah, if they lost their engines down there, it would have been game.
It certainly would, however, it might not matter as the Narwhal has been hull broken, down to about 10%, 5%. They're almost down, and there it is. There's the explosion right there. Clean 5-0 win for Kaktuskumpelz 2000. However, Chaladon Trading Company definitely showing a little bit of improvement at the end of the match, showing much better positioning and much better tactics there. It's just a matter of running into a buzzsaw sometimes, and they certainly ran into one here in this first match of SCS number 108.